We came to Golden Valley because we wanted a school that was inspired by Waldorf education. And when I came to Golden Valley, right away, I knew this was the place.
Because of the way the school is designed and because it meets the children where they are socially, academically, artistic-wise, they just develop them step by step here.
The Waldorf education is a developmental approach. And so in the kindergarten, we meet the young child where they're at, which is growing their physical body. And we take care of their physical body through movement and nutrition. We have a rest time. So embedded in a very warm and nurturing environment that from the outside looks easy and fluffy, and perhaps they're not learning anything per se. But actually the materials that we provide for them and the rich oral language base that we offer through storytelling and puppet plays and drama plays build capacities for attention span, concentration, vocabulary, and this then sets up later reading comprehension skills. So in the kindergarten, all that we do builds capacities for later structured academic learning.
If you slow down in the early stages and allow the children to really come to a sort of maturation of their developmental capacities within a given developmental stage, then they're ready for the next step they take.
We just started a block of fractions this past Monday, and so slowly I've been integrating stories that talk about a land called Snoitkarf, which is fractions spelled backwards, but they don't know that yet. Hopefully they'll figure it out. And so I'm weaving stories about people within this land who have come together, and the land needs to be divided up evenly for grazing, for cultivating crops, things like that. I've brought in different pieces of fruit, and we've talked about dividing it equally between friends to share.
You're going to cut halfway through to the middle, like the core, and you're
Like
going
we
to
did with our thirds?
you're going to make a star.
Okay. And then we've put them back together, and I will explore the language that they need to use.
Math it's very fun because all of your friends are there, and then if you don't get a problem, you can ask to go on the board and try to figure it out, and your friends can help you if you're stuck. So there's not a lot of pressure in that, and I just really like it here.
During these middle years, or the grade years from first grade through 8th grade, what we're working on doing is to awaken the feeling life of the children. That means that the story, such as the one that was told in the 5th grade today about ancient India, really awakens a feeling in the children of what it was like for those people during that time.
So they came in and they sang the song Gopala, which is a Sanskrit tune, and it's about Krishna, and it gets the class in the mood for the next hour and 40 minutes. And that just segues right, sometimes it goes right into the story without a scene. There was nothing, there was no up or down, there was no left or right, in or out, back or forth. There was just Brahman, and there was just potential. I told them this story a couple days ago, and it's kind of been echoing with them. And that's the lesson that I used to fit in so that they would retell me the beginning and the middle and the end.
I get to reap the spoils of all the work that is done in the lower grades, which is fostering this intrinsic curiosity, an inquisitiveness, a wonder of learning. And as I said before, learning at the later stages, if it's been done developmentally, it's no longer an obstacle. Curriculum is no longer an obstacle. We're leading by example and fostering a classroom that is more familial than other schools. I have a family bond with my students since I'm able to spend more than 1 year with them. I get to spend so much time with these kids that they've come to respect my boundaries more, my own feelings. They know me more as a human being, and some mutual affect. I understand the needs for standards-based curriculum and for assessment and measuring of success, but what that's done is push out this idea that education is a communication, it's a community, and it's really about the relationship between student, teacher, and parent.
There's a community that exists between the different Waldorf and Waldorf-inspired schools because the children attend these wonderful events where schools come together, such as the pentathlon and the medieval games. And once they go out into the world, they tend to find other people who are familiar with some of the same cultural
I was going to say there's a subculture.
customs. Yeah, and it gives them a sense of connection right away with those people.
When my children go to a festival, it's a time to get together with old friends and meet new friends, to share food and activities and play and just enjoy the season. There's songs that go with every festival, there's activities that go with every season. And I've got 3 kids who have graduated from Golden Valley, and for the most part they also long to come back to the festivals. They come back, and at the last festival there were probably half of last year's 8th grade class were here hanging out together and with some of their younger friends.
My daughter is going on to college now, and one thing that she can do is form relationships.
School is more like the extension of the home. You know, we're building this little community, this family, and we have such a dynamic relationship with the parents, and everybody's involved in that, and I think it really nurtures every student completely.
I have 2 children here. One's going into 1st grade next year, another's going into 3rd grade, and my son's been here since his 2nd year of kindergarten. And he was at another school. I was looking for an alternative, and the key things that drew me to this school very clearly were the capacity to develop the children's creative thinking, to be able to help their critical thinking, and to help their systems thinking, to be able to pull those together, to be able to interact with each other, with other people, and to solve problems. And Golden Valley provided that for my kids at a caliber that far and above exceeded any of the other private schools I was looking at, and yet was still within the public school system. I like the idea of being able to work within the system to be able to demonstrate that there's a better way to educate our kids.
I would say that this school is an opportunity not only for your children to be seen as a whole person, but it is a great opportunity for you as a parent to grow and to serve your community and to be part of something bigger than yourself.